K-Town been walking, oh yeah. Them I need a pay now, live up a hustler. All I want is paper, Gucci and Prada. I'ma see you later, sticking on my cheddar. I know I'm palava, do me a favor, say me a prayer. So used to winning, never been a loser. The Lord is my savior. Said I know serious, flow so sick. You go catch fever, do what I want, cause I get lever. These rappers can't touch me. I be hot potatoes, racked up shawty. I be counting papers, I'm so high. All I do is lay low. Only time I talk is when I'm talking about the payroll. I must make 'em. When I come back, they go like me for what I.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. My name is Christy Ijang. What better way to start your day than tuning in to the best source of inspiration? First things first, our thought of the day. The roots of education are painful, but its fruits are sweet. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program. When we come back, we're going to have something new. Stay tuned.
African face so na na na, hey hey. One you mama how. Anytime when I no get money, my baby know you understand. Anytime when I no get money, you, my baby know you appreciate you. She go climb for bed with her phone, start text her ex. Make them shoot the program for soiree, make she flex. She go for night, come for money, can't knock my door. If I want talk, she go climb for my head, start to shout. Oh no gwenemba oh, akomoramba oh. Oh no gwenenimba eh. I don't fall in love with this scammer. Rimungana scammer. Oh yeah, I don't fall in love with this scammer. No no no, yeah. Rimungana scammer. Oh, I don't fall in love with this scammer. Oh yeah. If she find out say I got money, she go always dressing sexy. She go to call me darling, darling. She go always stay beside me. She go bring loneliness for honey. Tell me the thing where she want to. My baby, baby, yeah. You don't take me now for scam. I try hard to make you smile, but this is how you wanna play me. You show me your ex, then you tell me say, now your cousin. Here, oh, no, oh. Akomoramba oh, oh no gwenenimba eh. I don't fall in love with this scammer. Rimungana scammer. Oh yeah, I don't fall in love with this scammer. No no no, yeah. Rimungana scammer. I don't fall in love with this scammer. Oh yeah. Every day fake story from you girl. Your phone the ring, ningy ningy nanga 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 ningy ningy. Oh na na, if I want talk, you dey tell me say na your uncle. Which kind uncle? Where they call your phone na for midnight? Yeah. Oh no gwenemba oh, akomoramba oh. Oh no gwenenimba eh. Yeah yeah. Oh no gwenemba oh, akomoramba oh. Oh no gwenenimba eh. I don't fall in love with.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. We are straight out of K-Town. Let's welcome Eswa Julius. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christy. Nice being on your show today.
Thank you. You're welcome. So how are you doing?
I'm okay.
All right. So what are we learning today?
Well, today as usual, we're going to learn something new.
Okay.
How comfortable is your seat where you're sitting right away?
Very, very comfortable.
Very comfortable. But when you sit in the car, it's not as you sit at home. The car has something they call the backrest.
Okay, yes.
What do you think it's for?
To rest your neck.
It's not designed to be comfortable. That's not its use. It's there for safety.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The backrest in the car is designed for two reasons. First of all, to prevent what they call whiplash. That is when the car suddenly stops, it can affect your spine.
Okay.
That's the first use. To protect you against accident or what. Okay. And secondly, is to help you escape from the car if there's a burning.
Okay.
Some vehicles are designed especially that when you start driving, it goes, all the doors lock. So in case there's an emergency fire, you remove the seat, you put the backrest and break the glass and escape. That's why it's designed. Yeah. So it's there not for you to feel comfortable. No, it's there for security. The backrest of cars. That's why it's always good to be there.
Wow,
So
that's interesting.
Why your back is there, of course, it's comfortable, of course. But in case of a sudden break or certain collision, it helps your head not to just go in either direction. But in case there's a fire, you can use it to break if the glasses are locked.
But is it easy to remove?
Yeah, it's meant to be removed.
Oh, really?
It's not fastened.
Oh.
It's not meant to be fastened.
I think I'm going to try.
I'm
going to try it.
Because in Europe, vehicles drive with glasses up. Even in the US, it's here that you see people putting their glasses down when they drive. So in case there's an emergency or the doors get low accidentally, you just move it and break the glass, people can escape.
Wow, that's interesting.
If you enter these buses, the 70-seater buses, you always see in case of fire, break here, based on the glasses. And there's something like a hammer on the roof. They say take and break. But people remove those hammers and keep in the house, and then send yeah, they remove the hammer and keep in the house of the whoever owns the car, moves it and keeps it in his house, in his office. And that is the use of that. Okay.
Wow, thank you so much.
I
I know that a lot of people are like shocked right now.
Yeah.
They are really shocked because everyone thinks that is meant to relax.
Relax, no, that is not the purpose. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, that's it. We've learned very nice things this morning. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest. Stay tuned.
Beauty. Positive energy, yo, was on point. In other place. Japanach, no be lie, I sing yo. Every day, no my go thank you, oh. No be lie, I talk yo. Every day, not you over the press yo, oh. No be lie, I sing yo. Every day, no my go thank you, oh. No be lie, I talk yo. Every day, not you over the press yo, oh. Adango yo la, oh. Malua bamenda. Adanga matifala, oh. Mabauba for ya. Adango yogala, oh. Malua bamenda. Adanga matifala, oh. Mabauba for ya. I never seen anyone like you. Every second I meet, I'm alive, you are there. I never found anyone like you. Every night and day, I'm alive, you are there. You too good, oh, no be lie. You too much, oh, you're the time. Anyhow, wait, them, you go press you. Money, you know them, you go press you. Food, you know them, you go press you. When I go to palm, you go press you. See, I will never ever leave you for gold. I will never ever leave you for diamond. I will never ever leave you for silver. Oh, I will never ever leave you for anything. Oh, I for be you. If not because, where I for day yo. If not because, I sing yo. Every day I'm a go thank you. Oh, don't be like I talk yo. Every day not you over the press yo. Oh, don't be like I sing yo. Every day I'm a go thank you. Oh, don't be like I talk yo. Every day not you over the press yo. Oh, see me, beautiful people, being alive today now for your miracle. Say yes, I did sing this song. Oh me God, me the think of your love is you the baby go mental. When I see the way you they bless me, who be the love me back in the day? So see me now, see me now. Now who be the mock me back in the day? So then they feel me now, feel me now. Say now Jesus be solution for this generation. My people swear no be lie. Anyhow way them you go praise you. Money you know them you go praise you. Food you know them you go praise you. When I go to palm you go praise you. See I will never ever leave you for gold. I will never ever leave you for diamond. I will never ever leave you for silver. Oh, I will never ever leave you for anything. Oh, I for be you. If not because, where I for day yo. If not because, I sing yo. Every day I'm a God thank you. Oh, no be like I talk yo. Every day that you about
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town. Our next guest is a sister of St. Therese Kumba. She is Sister Stella Ekukule. Hello, sister. Good morning.
Good morning, madam.
You're welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
Thank you very much.
We are so honored by your presence this morning.
Me too.
All right. So today you'll be talking to us about the St. Francis Clinic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have all known the St. Francis Clinic as a private clinic. How come it is now owned by or run by Sisters of St. Therese?
Thank you very much for that question. So many people are mixed up and they really don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Yes, the clinic has been run by a single person, Dr. Eben, and the wife. And you will know they are of age. And the clinic is so renowned. He is a surgeon.
Okay.
But as he's getting older, he thought of a helping hand. And that's how he met the Sisters of St. Therese to manage the place for him. So more or less, we are in partnership with him.
Oh, okay.
And it's coincidentally that the place already had a saint's name, St. Francis Polyclinic. So it just ties so well.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's good.
So that's how we came in existence at the beginning of this year, 2021.
Oh, wow, that's good. All right, so what are the services that you offer there at St. Francis?
Yes, the services we run there, we have general consultation.
Okay.
We have 2 permanent doctors there, as a matter of fact. We have echography, we do surgeries, women deliver there. So women can come there for clinic. And after they have delivered, their children can be vaccinated there also.
Okay.
We also do ECG, that is, you can check your heart there. We have a diabetic unit. We have a well-equipped pharmacy, so you don't need to go out when you come to St. Francis Polyclinic to get your drugs.
Okay.
You just consult and over to the pharmacy. We also have a well-equipped lab. Yes, so those are the services going out there. And as I speak, at least for the 3 months that we've been there, getting to 4, we've done 3 to 4 surgeries.
Wow.
We've gotten about 8 deliveries. And more than 100, 200 patients have been coming there.
Wow, that's great.
We also have a bed capacity of 30, so hospitalization actually goes on there.
Okay, that's
So it's a full hospital, like they call it that way, a mini hospital.
That's good, that's good. So do you have any ambulance services in case of emergencies?
In case of emergency, sister herself can be called on 677721962.
Okay.
Or you call the center's phone, 676-330341.
Okay. Can you take the numbers again?
Yes. The matron herself, Sister Stella Tokin, you can call her on 677721962, or you call directly the center 676-330341. And also we have Doctors Without Borders that you can call at any time wherever you are, and they will bring you to the hospital.
Oh, all right, that's good. Thank you for that information. All right, sister, thank you so much. It was really nice learning all about the work that you're doing here at the St. Francis Clinic, and hopefully the population of Kumba will certainly patronize it.
Yes. And they should know that the doctor is always there. Even on Sundays, the doctor is there. We open our doors on Mondays because people can be sick even on those down days. So anytime you come to the clinic, be sure you'll be attended to. Okay,
thank you for that very important information you've added there. All right, thank you so much. It was such an honor having you here.
Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. I hope the population of Kumba is listening to this and should make use of us.
All right, definitely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so that's it. We've heard all about the St. Francis Clinic. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest. You stay tuned.
envoie un coup de pied vers l'avant. Fait une belle passe à Lionel qui complète la balle, Bayer but. C'est parfait. Superbe. Troisième victoire dans le groupe. Émotion jusqu'à l'ultime minute.
Il n'y a pas de football sans 33 Export. 33 Export, supporter numéro 1 du football.
Roger envoie un coup de pied vers l'avant. Fait une belle passe à Lionel qui complète la balle, Bayer but. C'est parfait. Superbe. Troisième victoire dans le groupe. Émotion jusqu'à l'ultime minute.
Il n'y a pas de football sans 33 Export. 33 Export, supporter numéro 1.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from my hometown. John, Rastafari, ever live my paper, for sure. This is boy, I'm my hometown. We just wanna show some love. Some love. Some love. Hello, boy, my most precious thing. My love for you is everlasting. Never will it end. It's deep like Atlantic Ocean. It's standing tall like Falcon Mountain. It's flowing like River Mungo. And it's solid as smaller rock. Hello, my most precious thing. My love for you is everlasting. Never will it end. We are each other's destiny. Nothing will keep us apart. You can always count on me until my well runs dry.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guest is the founder of Close the Gap. He is Takang Aya Ayuk. Hello Takang, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
No, everything is fine.
You're welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
Thank you very much.
So today I'm excited because we are going to learn all about your organization, Close the Gap.
Yeah, really, it's a pleasure.
All right. So tell me, when did you start this organization and why was it important to start an organization?
Well, really, I started in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started this vision. And in fact, I started this vision, I started this organization because persons living with person with disability were marginalized.
Okay.
And person with disability were not recognized, and person with disability, they were being shifted behind.
Okay.
They were not looking them as people.
Okay.
And that is why I started.
Okay. All right. So tell me, so far, in order to meet your objectives, what are some of the projects that you've done?
I started the organization is to eradicate begging for persons living with disability, because gone are those days. If you look into Kumba, by that 2005, there were a lot of persons with disability begging in the street, begging in the main gate. Now, so when I started this, I told them that they have some potentials, because begging is not a priority. So you see, I put up a project to train them, to see that they can come out from street and do a local show and do something that they can put food on the table and make them to be responsible. And you see, the thing go a long way, and we impact so many persons with disability in Meme and in Kumba in particular.
All right. So talking about impact, how much impact have you created so far?
No, it's a big impact that I've created. You see, if you look today into this town, Kumba, persons living with disability are recognized. Persons living with disability, they are not looking them under disability, but they are looking them in what that they can give into the society. And they are contributing a lot into that society and the community. So you can see persons living with disability, they are not begging again. You see some of them, they are doing business. You see some of them, they are doing shoe mending. You see some of them, they are doing a lot of things that people cannot look them like beggars, but look them like potential people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you currently have a project ongoing. Tell us a little bit about it.
Now, you see, I have a project with youths of persons living with disability. You know, education is most of the barriers of persons living with disability, because gone are those days parents don't want to send persons living with disability to school. And you see now on this display, so many of them are displaced now. You see now, I've tried I want to raise up a project to see that some of them will go to school. You know, education is the best for everything.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you speak so passionately about Close the Gap. What's your vision for this organization?
You see, my vision of this organization is to see that this organization expand internationally, and that is a thing that I'm doing it now, and to see that this organization go a long way, and to see that this organization in the nearest future will employ many persons with disability, and in the nearest future this organization will go a long way and change this country, Cameroon. As I told you the other time, that whether people like it or not, persons living with disability, they are the people that can reform this country. As the country is going down, persons living with disability can shape this country to become a good country. So that is my vision, would close the gap, to see that how we can change the environment and change this country.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So what is your message this morning? I know a lot of people are watching you.
Yeah,
what is your message?
My message to the people, they should not look down on persons living with disability. They will look at them like great people, because they have so many things to contribute into this nation and this country, Cameroon.
Wow, that's a very powerful message.
Don't look down onto them.
All right, thank you so much, and I hope that your message has gone through.
Yeah, thank you very much, and God bless you. Meets with you again.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, that's it. We've heard it all from Takang Aya Ayok himself. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest. You stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
Top money, use hard, and I'm here, monster. Mon amour, mon chéri doudou, baby tell me but I no big we, cause I fall for your consignment. You don't make me for my mama and everybody for my family. Say me now you go marry, none of disappointment. Now I just call your phone to the answer for my man. Now I just call your phone to the answer for you all. Now I just call your phone to the answer for your own. Now I just call your phone. Now for them this fucking day you day. money for you confirm. You don't forget how we be the knocks. Now you don't leave me for back like boot socks. Say Monday sharp be the joker. Sunday night you dey club the saka. Cocky finish plan, see the try for mop. Day one day two, your own cup go flop. They like you talk, say I come to I spend for you again. That means say I big no like her. Then I be classing my money. I thought I'm on. Then I be classing my money. Then I be classing my money. I thought I'm on. Then I be classing my money. Then I be classing my money. I thought I'm on. Then I be classing my money. Then I be classing my money. I thought I'm on. Then I be classing my money.
Welcome back. This is Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guest is a humanitarian and a craft person. Let's welcome Madame Nsone Zenobia. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
Wow, thank you for honoring our invitation.
It's a pleasure. Thank you too.
You're welcome. So today we want to learn all about your humanitarian work. But first of all, tell us why you are so attracted to humanitarian work.
Christy, I hate to see people suffering.
Wow.
I hate to see a child that I can have something to give that child, and that child is dying of hunger.
I know.
And that child cannot feed. So it pains me a lot. That is why I took it on my own part to help.
Wow, that's good. So you have been involved in environmental work, especially with recycling. Tell us some of the things you've been able to do.
Yeah, I'm a craft person registered in the Meme Craft Association.
Okay.
I do craft work. I collect things from the forest. I have forest beads, like this one you see, Musanga.
Yeah,
this is Musanga. I even have a farm of this Musanga.
Oh, really?
If you need the Musanga, you can come. I have the seeds. I have a farm in order for the thing to be like sustainable.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you actually planted it?
Yes, I have a seed of this Musanga. Then you can see Jigija. This is something. This is something that our parents, like you see on me here. This is what my grandmother gave me.
Okay.
So I have gone back. Jigija? This one, this red one, Jigija. You can also see it here. This is Jigija. Then this raffia nut, the akop. So I go right into the forest and I try to bring out the seeds and I make them for decoration. I make them for like chain, anything of your choice, anything you can come. You can see these seeds. When we were in primary school, there were seeds that you crush like that. It's hot like that, you eat.
Yes.
This is it. So I've turned them into beads. Nothing is wasted. I've turned trash into cash.
Oh, from trash to cash.
Trash to cash.
That's good. Wow, that's excellent. So do you have a place where you exhibit your products?
Yes, if you can go to the Meme Craft Center, I have a place there. I also have a place in Limbe Craft Center. Yes, because we were selected to represent Kumba in Limbe. So I have a portion there where you can have the natural beads, not infiltrated. What is us? I like us.
That's good. So I hear you've won so many awards. Tell us about some of these awards.
Yes, Christy, it has been a long way, but I thank God because I've been recognized.
That's good.
Others will call me mad, but I know what I'm doing, and they have recognized me by giving me awards in Yaoundé. So last time I went to Yaoundé and I came back with my awards just because of this.
Wow. So have you had how many awards have you had so far?
Like 3.
3 awards. Wow, that's good. That's beautiful. Wow. So do you have, I hear you have an ongoing project on waste management. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, Christy, I have an ongoing program on waste management.
Okay.
Why is that? When I move around, I'm so angry every day. Even coming to the studio here today, I was angry.
Oh.
When I see people just littering dirt, I'm so like moving my spirit.
Yeah, that's a huge
so I thought it wise with the vision that I had from Genesis Genesis 1 chapter 2, when God created the Garden of Eden, he said it was beautiful and he placed us there to take care of the garden. The garden was beautiful. You can just imagine the Garden of Eden when he created. Everything was there. All the animals were there, all the trees, all the birds. But today you cannot see the Garden of Eden. So that is why I'm angry, and I've tried to like come out with that project on waste management. And I plan like to buy trash cans and distribute to houses. That in your house where you want to deposit your waste, you have to separate the waste.
Okay.
You have to separate vegetable waste. Vegetable waste will have its own can.
Okay.
Bottle waste will have its own can. The wrapping waste will have its own can. You can use your vegetable waste. Vegetable waste is not for you to like dump it somewhere. You can use it as your inorganic manure. So that is why I have the vision, and that's the project.
You know, that's what you've said is really wonderful. You know, but we have another group of people, right, that we really need to give a message to them. Like people who move on the street and they buy, let's say you buy something with a paper and then you just dump it anywhere, you throw it on the street. Like, what can you tell such people?
Yes, I've been trying to sensitize people that, for example, when you buy granuts, you eat, as you peel it one,
you throw it
this way, that way, then wrapping, it is going.
Yeah, it is going. Even out of taxis, you're in a taxi,
I'm so sad. To me, I told them that when you buy your granuts or you buy anything in the wrapper, put it back in the wrapper, put it in your bag. When you go to the house, you separate.
Yeah. So you use your trash can.
You use your trash can and you use your waste. Like now, the farming season, you use the natural waste.
Wow. So thank you. That's a powerful message, and that's something that we need to keep talking, because we need to, Kumba needs to at least see other towns are taking awards for cleanest town, but we are nowhere in the list. So we really need to get to the place where at least Kumba, for a start, should get to that point. Not so?
Yes.
So thank you for starting this wonderful project.
Thank you too for KCBS, our KCBS. Means people have seen something in what I'm doing. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Next time coming here as Mama Soro.
Yes.
I Sharon for those studio. I Sharon people whether they watch Koshibu Ash. I don't talk shit Koshibu Ash. That's why I beg when I Sharon. When I come sponsor Koshibu Ash. When I sponsor Koshibu Ash, something there for Kumba. I tell you something to come up. Oh man, come for Koshibu H, because Koshibu H is the bush.
All right. Wow, that's wonderful. I mean, next time you come here, you will tell us all about your Mami Shorofina. Okay, Mami Shorofina. You have so many caps. So thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you this morning.
Thank you.
All right.
It's my pleasure.
All right. So that's it. We've heard it all from Madam Sone Zenobia, a humanitarian and craft person. Our next guest is Benjamin Tonga. He is from the Center of Human Rights. He's currently running a campaign on how to end the human rights violations that have taken place as a result on the ongoing crisis in Cameroon. In this video, he tells us more about an online consultative meeting that will take place on Saturday, the 22nd of May, and how we could be part of this conversation. Let's watch.
Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin Tonga. I'm from Cameroon. I am a student with the Human Rights and Democratization in Africa program offered by the Center for Human Rights, University of Pretoria. Before joining this program, I worked as Advocacy and Human Rights Programs Manager with the Center for Human Rights and Democracy in Africa, Charter, based in Cameroon. During my time in this organization, I monitored, documented, and reported gruesome cases of human rights violation. Currently, the Human Rights and Democratization students are organizing an online campaign on Stop Cameroon Violation. This campaign is timely and it is important because, as we speak, there is still perpetration of mass atrocity crimes in the English-speaking regions of Cameroon. Women and children, persons with disability are being killed indiscriminately by the non-state actors and the Cameroonian military. I believe it is time for a collective effort by the international community in stopping the violations in Cameroon. On Saturday, we are going to be organizing a consultative meeting with key stakeholders in Cameroon, including civil society organizations and youth leaders, to charter a new way to discuss about the strategies that can be adopted in finding a lasting solution and stopping the Cameroonian violation. We are also organizing strategies that can be adopted in finding a lasting solution and stopping the Cameroonian violation. We are also organizing several online campaigns. We plan to visit the Cameroonian ambassador to South Africa. We are also doing an online petition where you can also be part of. If you wish to sign this petition, you can log on to www.change.org and search for the handle Stop Cameroon Violation. You can also share a message on Twitter using the hashtag Stop Cameroon Violation. Human rights should not be accommodated anywhere in the world. Like the case of Cameroon, children have been affected. They have not been able, some children have not been able to go to school for over 4 years rolling. Women cannot carry out their activities. Many persons have witnessed one form of violation or the other. I think that it is very, very important at this point in time that we raise up our voices to talk about the violations that are occurring in Cameroon, to talk about the mass atrocity crimes that are being perpetrated in Cameroon. Kindly join the petition. We call on you to join the petition. A silence to human rights violation in any country is a silence. It's a silence on human rights violations across the world. It borders on me, it borders on you, it borders on everyone, and we will be very happy that you join our petition. Thank you.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guest is the CEO of Sunrise Productions, Kumba. Please welcome Director Mulimi Cletus.
Thank you, Christy.
Hello, Director. Good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It's such an honor to have you here because we've been talking to a lot of movie makers here on the program, but you are such a special one because you were there at the beginning of movies in K-Town. So just take us through those moments.
Yeah, I actually started movie in 2008.
Okay.
When I produced Where Tradition Fails.
All right.
Since then, Kumba has been having a lot of movies. After Where Tradition Fails, we had Masarori, Hidden Killer, Youth in Crisis, and some of those films from various producers and various film houses. Yeah, we have really gone a long way because if I can, we started with analog camera.
Using those tapes.
Yeah, those big tapes, Panasonic 3.5, those you can carry like this. And editing was difficult because we didn't have that kind of sophisticated software that we have today.
Yeah.
We had to do some kind of crude method in order to have our film. But I'm happy there's an evolution in the film industry.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, in those days, how did you used to look for actors? Because nowadays, probably you run auditions and all that. How did you do it in those days?
Yeah, you know, in those days, to gather actors, it was just a matter of passion. People who had passion for the art. Okay. Yeah, so you know, and in 2008, there was influence of Nigerian movies. So many people, when they were watching Nigerian movies, they were like, oh, I can act too. So that's how we did our thing.
Okay.
And as a director, we need to train them serious. We started something like Meme Filmmakers Association, where we train our actors and we train even technicians, people behind the camera and some of those things.
Very interesting. So how do you think, in your opinion, has the industry grown from those your days?
No, there has been tremendous improvement in the Cameroon film industry. As I told you a couple of minutes back, we were using Panasonic, those analog cameras, but now we are using 8K cameras, 4K cameras and 8K cameras. Now we have sophisticated softwares, even Adobe Premiere that people used to edit movies. Now we have Adobe Premiere Pro CC series, Pro CC series.
Wow.
In those days we don't have Adobe Premiere 3, Adobe Premiere, that kind of stuff. So at least that.
Was there Adobe Premiere in those days, 2008?
Yes, there was.
Really?
Yes, there was. There was.
Okay, that's good. So, you know, people think that Kumba used to be the main focus for movies, but they think Kumba is now lagging behind. What is your take on that?
Well, I might have a different opinion.
Okay.
Because Kumba, especially during this crisis,
I know.
It's like the center of the crisis in the northwest and southwest. So that has greatly affected the growth of the film industry here in Kumba. Many people have left Kumba. Some of them are in Boya. So most of these guys you see acting movies in Boya and Limbe, they are from Kumba. Yeah. So most of the acting movies in Limbe and Boya are from Kumba. So you see, with the advent of this crisis, you cannot do a movie, especially a village movie.
I know.
Because around those villages, you cannot just carry a camera. Either you will be affected by one party or the other. So that's it.
It's kind of risky. So, do movie makers in Cameroon receive any subventions from the government?
As of now, there is none that I know. It's just about 2 weeks ago, after CAMIF 2021, the person in charge of film movies in CRTV came and told us that CRTV needs Cameroonian films.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like yesterday, 20th May, there was one on air, Saving Bango.
Oh, Saving Bango.
Yeah. So
we
just hope that with what we are seeing now will continue.
Wow, that's good. So, in your opinion, can a movie maker actually make a living out of movies in Cameroon?
He can actually, yes, it is true, he can actually make a living out of movie. But the truth is, the movie industry, we don't have those big executive producers that you can find in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. People in Cameroon, not many of them believe in making money out from film. So it is difficult for a filmmaker to depend solely on filmmaking. I will advise that any filmmaker, any movie maker should have something to do to support his movie making. Yes.
But what do you think we can do to get to that point?
Well, it's a matter of sensitizing the people.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sensitizing which people?
Those who, potential executive producers.
Okay. All right. That's good. So let's talk now about Sunrise Productions. So what have you done? What are some of the projects that you've done to promote talent and film in Cameroon?
Many actors, you hear them call me daddy. It's because I have tried to groom some of them. I try to, if I can call one of them, like Kigams Dalton, he's my son.
Okay.
I brought him from nothing to, I'm taking him up.
Okay.
There are so many of them, for Mickey Felix, all of them, even you seated there.
I know.
So I'm struggling. I used to have classes with them, teach them how to act, teach them how to behave on set and some of those things. So I'm trying to do, even technicians.
Yeah, I was about to ask about your video editing as well.
I'm training editors, I'm training cameramen, I'm even training people to become directors. I even train, one of them is, if I can just quote a name, the CEO of Wright Brothers Entertainment is my son.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I want you to send a message to your actors out there, you know, those in the film industry. You know, you started this thing and you're still there, and probably some of them started and they are trying to relax a little bit, or they are giving up because of the challenges. What is your message this morning to everyone in the industry?
Well, I will tell them to keep up. Keep up. Nothing good comes easy.
Absolutely.
So let them. We are already at the end of the tunnel because the Cameroon film industry now.
The light is. We are already seeing the light.
Yes, we are already at the. With our films going to Netflix now. At least
Netflix, yeah.
Voilà.
All right. So thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you and learning all about your journey as a filmmaker. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
In your current projects or your future projects.
Thank you very much.
All right. So that's it. We've heard it all from director himself. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have early captions with Eswa Julius. Stay tuned.
Hello, welcome viewers of KCBS TV. Good afternoon, good day, whatever you are going to watch this program. This is another slot of the life in Dubai. Keep watching KCBS TV. Hello, good evening or good afternoon, or whatever time you're going to watch this slot. My name is Ncha Prudence. I am from Cape Town. Keep watching KCBS TV. Ciao.
Monga Southwest. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Sumota me say soya. Sumota me say bunny fish. Sumota me say pepper soup. Sumota me say gold meat. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Expensive, I'm back. Lady Gaga. Putty eyelashes. Itty plenty long nails. Way no fi walk if I'm. If you marry fine girl, way they shine like a sun. Now so have problem too. He could the hot like a sun. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married. We go there go drink water. If you marry fine girl, way the bright like a star. Now so has the man too. He go the shining like a star. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married. We go there go chop it something. Oh. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Yeah, wood. Chocolate. Mambo. Shawarma. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 Too like it complain. Too like it compare. Brazilian air. Man of get the fresh air. I know fi marry me fine girl. 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 If you marry fine girl, way they shine like a sun. Now so have problem too. He go the hot like a sun. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married. We go there go drink water. If you marry fine girl, way the bright like a star. Now so has the man too. He go the shining like a star. Oh, make una hear me something. Because I'm married. We not there for chopping something. Oh. I'm pound for their birthday, oh. You go to honey, you are going to buy me a phone for my birthday. You go choose any kind of phone, oh. Now Android phone, oh. Phone where you get WhatsApp, you get Vibers, you get YouTube, you get Facebook, you get Skype. Fine girl, not trouble, oh. I know if you marry me, fine girl. 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 Yeah, wood, chocolate. Mambo, shawarma. I know if you marry me, fine girl. I know if you marry me, fine girl. I know if you marry me, fine girl. I know if you marry me, fine girl.
Oh my God, this is so fucking lit.
Is it? Yeah, I know. Hip hop's heartbreaks, man. Do you got what it takes? I mean, I need something that rhymes with mistakes. Drops. Kendrick Lamar on the feet. Bitch online, this is me. Ha. BNC be the library. We put words together. See. Yeah. You gotta wait for this one. Hold on, now the step buffer. So my guns get the Ruger. Pull up on you in the Uber. Better say your hallelujah. Draw your body with a ruler. I dare Houston, Texas, Museum for Natural Science. The Spanish bitch thinks say I be monkey, so I gotta teach her the science. I ain't done nothing to you, but you still hate. Well, leave I'm so. If I make it, don't we all make it? You just sad. I beg just leave I'm so. Ice cubes on my wrist. Big doobies when I twist. I'll shine, I just glitz. Superstar, now ain't this. I be flipping all the scripts. Yeah. Bad bitch, give me lips. Yeah. And I don't mean on my lips. Yeah. All we do is make hits. I mean, keep it real with you. I don't understand that mumble rap. Nigga, redo me that. My son told me he lucky. If you ask me, I'm happy. Without you up for me. Cause I do this for the family. John C's, that's a family. Mitch Mins, that's a family. AC, that's a family. I don't name drop, so excuse me. Yeah. Abia, that's a family. Victor Silva, that's a family. H Cross, that's a family. That's all lit, bitch, pay me. If you're not part-time rapper, I am full-time. Holla. If you know what game massa, trust me, I got the chopper. I'ma clap at you and your manager. Sit down, I can't stand you. Must have lost your manners. I know be British, but you be not white girl. I be writing essays. English class with my essays. They put you over in your Mercedes. You ain't seen me in like 3 days. Yeah, that mean you need a ladder. I'm leading, bitch, you need a fella. I be engine, you do not start us. Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never leave my paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm in hometown. We just want to show some love. Some love. My most precious thing.
Good morning. This is Early Captions, your press review slot on GMK. Good morning, K-Town. You're welcome. Today, I'm joined by a junior brother, a professional, a man with the voice. He works with Cavalry Good News Video. He is a presenter of Heal the World, and he joins me this morning. He is called Chris Ngome Samuel. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Mr. Julius.
Always a pleasure being on KCBS TV.
It's my delight, always.
Today we're going to take 3 papers after the National Day yesterday. We're going to take the Guardian Post, Cameroon Tribune, and Le Crayon Info. The last one is in French.
Okay.
Mr. Chris, the Guardian Post says Northwest senators and parliamentarians are threatening to march on Yaoundé because of the Babajo rave is not being done.
It's because when something starts and you don't fight it, something wrong starts in a child. You notice something, a wrong attitude in a child, and you don't start fighting against that attitude or to try to evade that attitude from that child. And if that child grows to a certain age, it will be very difficult. It will be pretty hard to you to delete or discard that attitude from that child. So from the very onset, or some people will say from the very outset, that's the right English, you're going to discover that these people have been condoning with the realities of the government. Okay. When I say the realities of the government, it's a lackluster the government has a lackluster attitude.
By this you mean the politicians?
The politicians who want to strike today, and they were romancing and caressing with this same government they want to fight against. So you cannot fight against a camp which you belong in.
Okay,
it's pretty difficult. You can't bite the finger who is feeding you.
So you think they're just smiling for the camera?
They are just smiling for the camera. They are just playing the game. I must tell you the truth. They are just playing over the intelligence of the people. But behind the camera, you see, let's just play the game so that these people will think we are serious too. We are with them. But in the real fact, these guys are not with the people, with the masses. Okay. Because like I said earlier, from the very outset, these roads have been cracking and they have been given plenty of promises. And as the days go by, none of the promises is being fulfilled, and you guys fold your arms. It is when it has totally deteriorated and gone out of place, and you say you want to rally and fight against the government which is feeding you, and you are in the system, then it's quite despicable and unfortunate. I don't think that will really cross the bridge. For real.
Let's assume for once that they actually go and march in Yaoundé, the Northwest parliamentarians and senators. Assume that they all go and march. What will happen? Let's assume they march. What will happen?
Like we'll be coming to that paper very soon. They said despite COVID-19, Paul Biya is still in good shape. Okay. For sure, the man has a stance. We are talking not the physical aspect of his good shape, but his ideas, his stance, his political ambition, and his intelligence and wisdom. If he says, I will not do it, or if he tells his collaborators, don't do it at this moment for so and so reason, they will not do it despite your effort, your marching, whatever. It will not still be executed. That's the system.
But the irony is that if Paul Biya announces that he's going to Bamenda tomorrow, that will be told today.
That's just the fact.
But why should the development of the country depend on somebody's agenda?
It's the way the structure has been organized, if you may permit me use that word, has been organized, because it's a system that is tailored toward an individual, not a people. It's a group tailored to a few group of persons, if you permit me, a few group of persons, not the large masses. And so that's where we get to suffer a lot of things, because they want to please a particular person who is like a supreme master.
But this like Babajoro has been for long. It's not today we've heard about this situation.
That's what I'm saying. I have been a victim. I traveled that road sometime, and that was some years back. And I asked somebody in the bus, how you guys doing in this road, or you travel on this road? How do you? And they said, no, we'll try. They have promised the ring road, whatever. See today. See the nature of the road is totally poor, is totally bad, is inaccessible, is impassable, and then you want to
I'm just thinking, are there elections coming up soon? Because I see these people start speaking, they want to go back and start telling that of interest.
I think they are left with about 3 years or 4 years or so.
They're
trying to see how
tell the people who are struggling in Yaoundé.
Yeah, we are struggling in Yaoundé. We have been lobbying around the Public Works Ministry and Urban Development and the rest of the partner donors and whatever, and so you guys cannot.
But don't you think they put themselves accomplishment? Because when these very people come with jeeps, they welcome them in your villages.
It's
they come with their Prados with 4-wheel drive, and the very population will go and dance.
Sometimes I don't look this thing physically in a physical perspective,
Okay.
Because these people promise you every year, but they don't fulfill their promise, and you guys still welcome them and you receive them, and you organize dancing sessions and whatever, homecoming, and then
give them titles
again. Even the phones of the palaces will welcome them, then enact to them a title. It's quite I don't know how to explain it better. It's funny.
It's
can
funny, only hold the powers that be.
Yes, but
I don't need MPs to march for us.
I pray their cries too should be heard. This Public Works Minister Emmanuel Ganu Jumisi and the collaborators I know there is a budget for that, and the government is not the sole responsibility for the roads in Cameroon. There are also, you have the African Development Bank, you have the UN Development Program, you have the World Bank, you have the Bretton Woods institutions, other financial institutions, Islamic Bank, and the rest of them, who also give their benevolence to the Cameroon government for the infrastructural developmental beauty of this country. But it's rather unfortunate that when they give this money has been siphoned.
They buy jeeps.
They buy big jeeps and
parliamentarians. These very people are now complaining that too much. Very parliamentarian. And these people spend their time collecting, following up contracts
in their own personal contracts.
When they come and start claiming that they're going to match.
Yes, we tell you that it's because I afford this thing, it's I who afford this thing, and the rest. Whereas he's fighting for his own stomach.
No.
Always self-interest, egoistic, and self-centeredness and covetousness. Those are the vices that are killing this country. And if we don't stop it, I don't know what it will happen next.
Chris, also in the Guardian Post, they say the custom impounds a huge amount of smuggled gold. Gold is expensive.
It's because they didn't choco them on court. Yes, because the ones which are being chocoed on court, it's not an English word. We don't hear about them. But the ones which are not, it's like a lady who does not love a boy. I will tell you, that boy did try me, that boy did deny me. But when you like it, you know they talk you. Okay. So that's how it is.
So I think these customers are just trying to attract or to steal some public attention.
Yes, to see that they are doing their work, they are doing some work and the rest. But you cannot. There was this, I think 2 days ago. This guy was about to board a flight for Germany, and he carries about 40 kilograms of gold, and they discovered it in his stuff. And because he refused to choco, he was impounded. The gold was taken, and he himself was denied the flight.
But you understand about gold, but natural resources belong to the government everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So how come you have gold, 40 kilo of gold?
I was coming to that even. That how come that an individual
has access to gold?
Has an access to gold. Getting right to the point of the airport and about to leave the country.
40 kilograms of gold is much.
40 kilograms of gold is much.
Because just a teaspoon of gold will tell you 10 million or whatever.
Yes, so it's quite.
Because just common gold dust is bought in kilos.
I will tell you that it's still the lackluster attitude, the complacent and the nonchalant and the corruptible attitude of the government officials of this country. I must say that.
Yeah.
That's the gospel truth.
And we have good laws.
Perfect, impeccable, polished, refined, well placed, well organized, well crafted laws, but in the implication zero.
We're talking about gold, let's talk about something else. They say in the East region, of course, you have to mine this gold. 14 people have died in gold in mines within 4 months. 14 people die working in mines within 4 months. That's a bad record, to say the least.
Mr. Julius, the song is always the same. I will tell you the truth. These people are working. If you see the conditions that the people are working under, it's so precarious. Very
and
bad
these gold
conditions.
mines are mostly run by Chinese,
risky
by
conditions,
Chinese,
and this stuff is being run by foreign companies. Are being how do we call it, mined by foreign companies, and so they don't have the time. Despite the cry of these your citizens, the Cameroonian citizens, that we are suffering. These Chinese companies, all these foreign companies are maltreating us, are giving us poor working conditions. They don't take care of us, and they are just being. They give us shabby treatment, and the government does not do anything. They fold their arms. But when it concerns something out of the country, like they were they were giving awards to some people who went and helped people in Equatorial Guinea the other day. Yes, they are very sharp in helping. That's how we really want to remove. You have a lock in your eye. You want to go and remove peck from some other person's eye. That's the paradox of this country. It's paradoxical.
But I think there are international conventions which pertain to gold mines. To mine.
They are there. The laws are there, Mr.
They must take care of the
regulations are there.
They give them a good accommodation. Some of them have no helmet, have no mask, and these mines can be very toxic within.
Do you have a course in school? There's a new course now. They call it the BOST. These people are in charge of ensuring the security of workers, especially in industries.
Yeah.
In big industries, especially industries like that one. You call them NEBOST workers. If your helmet is being do you have an helmet? Do you have those protective equipment that will help you not to endanger yourself? So I don't know whether those NEBOST workers are not recruited and are not given their prime duty to execute on those industrial zones like the gold mining zones like that. You could imagine. It's just that sometimes I wonder whether some of us are strangers in this country. Why your own child, Mr. Julius, your child will be crying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Then you claim to be generous to another person's child, whereas your own child is dying and you care nothing about your own child who is in the house, who is doing all your house chores and whatever. It's quite unfortunate.
That is what the Frenchman calls low Pharisaism.
Low Pharisaism.
Extreme hypocrisy.
And that's extreme hypocrisy.
Okay, let's hope
Thank you so much for that expression.
Okay, now let's go to Cameroon Tribune. That was the Garden Post. Let's go to Cameroon Tribune. That's the National Bilingual Daily.
Okay.
Cameroon Tribune. So Cameroon Tribune comes of the yesterday was May 20th.
Yeah.
It says the 49th National Day edition of the National Day. It's a day for nationwide reflection. So I want to get a reflection on that. Of course, you are two citizens of this country.
It's the reflection is quite how do I put it, contradictory. Okay. Yes, it's contradictory if you want to put
it's ambiguous.
Yes, ambiguous. Thank you for that word. It's quite contradictory, ambiguous, and ambivalent.
Okay.
Because you won't understand that we, instead of the country going forward, we are going behind.
Okay.
You want to discover.
We are going to 49 is good because we're the first now and we are moving forward. From the first National Day to today's 49, at least we are counting forward.
In the aspect of the duration, the years, are you talking about the accumulation of years, or are you talking about infrastructural development, or you're talking about the beauty of the country, the development of the country? Well, we come to the aspect. Let's strategize. Try to categorize it. When it comes education, in the education aspect, what can you say about this country? What message can you take home about this country, about the education system? They're still struggling to put things in place and the rest, to professionalize things and the rest. I was coming to this radio station, to this TV station, and you see children are there frolicking around, short skirt and rest, and the schools millions are just, I don't understand. So where are these children going to? The education system is quite weak. A child will not be able to construct a sentence, a good sentence.
And that has A-level.
And he has an A-level. So the education system is quite porous. Is still to see the light of day in as compared to other countries. So we are still following colonized system of education, whereas the colonized people or the colonist, how do I put it, colonialist,
colonial masters,
or imperialist, permit me, they have gone out of what they taught us. They have gone out of what we are still dancing in the place that they left us. On
so
the same
how has that affected National Day?
National Day,
even though it was cancelled because of COVID-19.
Even the pump and fanfare is not there.
No, it was cancelled because of COVID-19. The government is so concerned with the head that they want us to go and catch corona in the field, so they at least.
That's your point. That's your own point.
I think the government has a lot of concern.
The other day in another country, they did their national whatever, and it was full with pump and fanfare, and there was plenty of euphoria. I bet you cannot tell me. Cameroon, we used to stick. The thing is that we give priorities for things that we're supposed not to give priorities to, and then we neglect those things that we're supposed to give priorities. That's how easy. I tell you, this country is an epitome and embodiment of paradox. That's what I will tell you. Yes, seriously. That's what I will tell you.
Even though I know you're a proud Cameroonian.
I'm a proud
Cameroonian.
I mean, soon maybe I'll be going to the palace. An appointment is coming. Who knows? Yes, I'll be going to the Unity Palace. Who knows about that?
And the irony is that if you get appointed, you will change that tone.
Why not? Why not?
You would want to start saying no. This
but sometimes there's a temptation. They say what you hate, you may become. So
you may just become.
You just have to be careful and cautious of how you say what you say, and try to see what you can change by the mercies of God.
Exactly. Let's take our last part. Our last part. You know, I've just today because yesterday was National Day.
Yes,
our last for today is what they call Le Crayon Info.
Okay.
And we're going to take just one
I said, despite.
Just one thing stands out.
Yes.
Despite the COVID-19, President Pobia is in good shape. I like that caption.
All right. Are we talking in the aspect of the physical aspect or some other aspects?
Mr. Chris, what?
Yes.
Written.
Yeah, physically, age is taking him. Physically, it's a natural phenomenon that where you start getting to some number of years, 80 and the rest 90. Age will play a very great toll on you.
They say
you understand? Yes, I understand.
It's been qualified.
Yes.
Despite the COVID-19, most people have died, you know. But
health-wise is still there.
He's still kicking.
Purportedly, he's still fine health-wise. Purportedly.
Yesterday, he appointed, he signed decrees appointing Oksuna Ebai as member of CDC.
Yes, and also,
which means he's still working.
I also want to go beyond the physical aspect or beyond his health aspect. His intelligence, as they say, is the wise man of Africa. His intelligence and wisdom are still in place. His political wisdom and intelligence are still intact.
Even though it was surprising that France invited Africans to discuss COVID-19 and left out Pobia. I don't know why.
We don't know why.
Who used to say was the best student of France?
Yes, and he was the one who. If everything was fine, he was supposed to be the first to be dished out that invitation to. I don't know. I don't understand. But
is Macron saying? But wait a bit.
The polemics between France and Cameroon now. It's quite deep. It's quite profound. If you want to dissect and diagnose that, it will cause you some serious bruises in the heart. So let's keep that aside. And so what am I trying to say is that his political ideas or ideologies are still in place, and his cafoyage are still intact, right? His people, his entourage are still there. His speeches are still there. Yesterday he was, like we said, in good shape. He tweeted as usual. He tweeted to his citizens, his Cameroonian subject, and you guys we know the challenges we are going through, but let's put on your face mask and let's be resilient and let's be astute and tenacious and face the challenges, and one day we shall overcome. So despite the COVID-19, is still in good shape, and like I said, physically, I would still say that physically is getting into the free zone. Is becoming free, but health-wise, to be free does not mean that you are sick. So health-wise it's okay, and the other ideas, and like I said, political ideologies are still there, whether you like it or not. Anglophone crisis or whatever. So
he's still there. He's still kicking.
Okay, so that's it.
Mr. Chris Gomez Samuel of Kawara Good News was not having you on KCBS Morning for the captions.
Thank you very much. I always find it delighted talking with you, because I always say this publicly. You're one of my mentors. I tap a lot of things from you, especially from your can I say your diction, your renditions and your words. Thank you so much, and giving me that privilege and that opportunity to showcase, to depict what I have inside. Thank you. And I always want to congratulate you for a huge improvement, humongous improvement every day when we come to the studio, and the choice of guests you always bring on. I was watching Reverend Sister, good morning. I like the way you spoke, and even Mr. Cletus, he spoke well. I like his English rendition.
People who started moving in this town.
He spoke well. He spoke not those casual English. He spoke good English. He refined English good. I must say that. Thank you. You know, I get so seduced and enticed with people who speak fine English. Thank you.
I'm glad that's coming from you. I feel
because you speak good English. That's why I've been seduced by you. Thank you.
I got that from Cletus.
Thank you so much.
So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
That was what we had today for the captions. Thanks for watching. Good morning, K-Town. Continue. Stay tuned to KCBS. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
You got that fire like a sweet melody. You swing your shoulders past me by. Oh yeah, me I don't tire. Your swagger they killing me. My mommy be don't want me pass. Oh yeah, I go hold your trouser if you deny me your heart. I go put you man not then I go take you for church. I go tell your brother, I'm gonna tell your mother. I go take you for court, then I go show you like for church. I go arrest you like a mbere. Kaki mbere. I go arrest you like a mbere. Mbere. I want your loving, not your money. Oh baby, won't you look my way? Oh yeah, you no need motor or any arrow. Plane for can fly me away. Oh yeah, I go hold your trouser if it's in me your heart. I go put you in knot and I go take you for church. I go tell your brother, I go tell your mother. I go take you for court and I go show you like for church. I go arrest you like a mbere. Kaki mbere. I go arrest you like a mbere. I go call the general so we can bring the army. Assemble the navy. Call the Air Force. Bring the president. Call my papa.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We are straight out of K-Town. Now let's take you to Dubai and meet Chair Prudencia as we continue to find out the challenges faced by Cameroonians in Dubai. Let's watch.
Viewers of KCBS TV, you're welcome to another edition of The Slot in Dubai. Today we are going to talk about the social living in Dubai, for most foreigners and Cameroonians in particular. Today we have our humble guest, who is Mr. Casserole. Please, can you tell us your full name so that those who are watching you back home are going to know where you come from and the part of Cameroon which you came from?
I'm Casserole Shakespeare. I'm from Cameroon, from the English part of Cameroon.
Okay, which part precisely?
Actually from Southwest region.
Southwest region, which your village?
My village, I'm an Oroko from Big Pico.
Wow, an Oroko from Big Pico. Okay, that's said and done. Please, we are going to get straight to our slots of the day, which is social life in Dubai. So, Mr. Casserole, are you married in Dubai?
No, I'm not married.
You're not married? So, are you trying to tell us that you live alone, you cook alone, you wash your dresses? How do you survive in Dubai?
Yeah, like seriously, for those of us who must have passed through dormitory school, and before coming to Dubai, we already knew the system of lifestyle in Dubai. I cook alone, I do my laundries alone.
Wow.
I try and manage my life alone.
Without a wife?
Yeah.
So, is it easy for you to live here without a woman, or you have a girlfriend, or you have a fiancé, or the reason which you don't want to involve with a girl is because you are married back home? So what can you tell our viewers about this?
With regards to this issue, actually we are actually here for adventure.
Okay.
Involving myself to like a social or cardiac relationship with a lady, I know it's going to cost me a lot of money.
Exactly.
So I prefer to do my things on myself because my family back home depends on me.
Yeah, that is very true. So viewers of KCBS TV, you can really get that we are here for an adventure. So when you come to Dubai, you have to concentrate, or any country which is not home, you have to concentrate in what took you outside. So please, Mr. Casserole is going to tell us about the social life difficulties which he faced in Dubai, and for how long he has been in Dubai, and how was his first life in Dubai, like his first day, first month. How was it in Dubai? Did he go for visa change, or what was the difficulties which he faced, the challenges in social life?
Yeah, like seriously, I came to this country in 2017.
Wow,
it wasn't easy for me though. I had to adapt because I know I left my home for an adventure.
Exactly.
It was difficult for me because back home I've never slept on a bunk bed, talk less of saying it's up and down bed.
Okay.
Don't be too bad.
Yeah.
So my first difficulty was I was asking myself, why should I sleep up and somebody sleep?
Exactly.
Then when I came to the system, I just had to adapt
to it.
So when I adapted to the system, everything was normal. I didn't go for visa change. I was tense. I had to put my legs down to like, I'm here to look for a job. Maybe forget about other things like social activities. I'm hanging around. I had to bend down and prayed for God to open my way. So I didn't go for visa change. I had my job. I finished my first contract. I went back for vacation. Life was still moving. Then I came back.
Wow. So when you came back, when you had your first job, was it for the contract? Was it for 3 years contract or 2 years contract? How did it look like?
No, it's obvious that we have a long-term and short-term contract.
Okay.
It's obvious that my contract was just for 2 years.
Okay.
And
so
after 2 years, I had to quit. I have to exit the job, and I had to go for vacation.
So which means this long-term contract? What is long and short-term contract?
Okay. Long-term contract is 3 years.
Okay.
That is non-renewable.
Okay.
My short-term contract is 2 years, which is renewable.
Which is renewable.
Renewable, yeah.
So long-term contract is unrenewable.
Yes.
Why short-term you can renew after your contract gets finished?
Yeah.
So Mr. Castro, in your experience which you have been in Dubai, what can you really tell the viewers back home or the tourists who are just coming here? Because I know that you've been here since 2017, your legs are really strong. So do you have any activity of which you are involved? Like, are you an agent that can bring people back home? Do you have any business here, or you are still working, or you are in a freelance visa?
Yeah, like seriously, I'm a businessman. I'm involved with this visa stuff. So what I would tell us, before coming to Dubai, ask pertinent questions.
Exactly.
Let us not be misled. Dubai is not easy as people think.
Exactly.
But once you are in a field and you are well oriented, you make sure everything will happen where you plan it. Okay. And in Dubai, don't come here and you think we pluck money from the trees.
Exactly.
You have to belong to a particular field of study. If you are of general education, when you come here and you want to acquire a good job, what you need to do is either to have a course done. We do in Dubai just about a week. You finish your course, you have your diploma and certificate, you acquire a new job, a good job.
So I'm sorry to cut you short, Mr. Casserole. You're talking about a course. Which course can you do for a week, or how? Which course are you doing? Courses like what?
We have SIRA.
Which is when you have SIRA.
With SIRA, you can have a security job.
Okay.
Where we have NEBOSH. With NEBOSH, you can do safety.
Okay. Safety.
Yeah.
Safety like safety on a swimming pool, on the beach, or safety
for building constructions and other constructions.
Okay. So for building construction. So Mr. Kasura said he is an agent and he is a businessman. So when you talk about business, is it you have a African shop or you have a supermarket? Or
I deal with Dubai visas. I issue Dubai visas, visa change at cheaper rates.
Okay.
But what I will tell you is, if you are coming to Dubai, I might give you a visa for about 250,000. You have your visa in about 2 days.
Wow.
But be rest assured that upon your coming here, don't value that money. That money is going to the government. But best prepare yourself that you are coming for that money.
Okay. So Mr. Castle, wait, I didn't get you. Are you trying to tell us that it's just 250,000 francs to leave Cameroon and come to Dubai?
With your 250,000 francs, I issue your visa. Your ticket can range between 350 to 400,000.
Oh my gosh! So you are trying to tell us that not up to $1 million that some people paid, you can come to Dubai.
Yeah.
Maybe with 500,000.
With 600,000-700,000, I bring you to Dubai. Then the rest assured your best place and everything
will be
taken care of by yourself.
Oh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you can get that. So I want to ask Mr. Casserole a pertinent question. If it's going to be truthful to us, because most agents, I don't know, I cannot say. Right. Mr. Casserole, are you sure that when you issue this visa to these people back home who want to come to Dubai, do you tell them the truth that when they come, they are going to sleep on the bunk beds and just...
It's obvious. It's obvious. Social media is everywhere. Whoever wants to travel to any country, do research. When we talk about research, you ask questions, you search on the media, what is the life in Dubai?
Yeah.
In Dubai, nobody sleeps on a single bed except otherwise. It is very rare.
Exactly.
So I tell them, if you're coming here, don't think you will sleep on a single bed.
Yeah.
You have to share the bed, you have to share the room.
Okay. So you say that you don't have to, in social media, they cannot really say that there is bed space. or you people can be 20 in a room or 14 in a room. So, Mr. Casserole, I still ask you this question. Tell me the truth. Do you tell your agents, I mean, do you tell your business partner or the people that those who are putting your visa that they are coming to be about 15 or 10 in a room?
Yeah, like seriously, they are not like for my clients.
Okay, yeah, your clients.
Like what I do. If I have about 6 or 4 clients, what I do, I check the room for them. I equip the room.
Okay. You equip the room.
Yeah, I equip the room. Once they come, they have bed money. They have money for their bed space. I use it because I already invested in them. I do just a replacement.
Wow.
To have them make feel comfortable.
Okay, so when they come, they have to take care of the expenses.
Yeah. I just paying their rents. I take care of the room.
You take care of the room. They are just paying the rents. You just take care of the room.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am in Chap Prudence. We were talking with Mr. Casserole from Cameroon, Southwest region, Big Kokomo. So, Mr. Casserole, what do you have to tell our viewers back home, the population of Kumba and those surrounded, watching KCBS TV about your adventure in Cape Town? What is your meal that you usually cook yourself?
Oh, I cook varieties. Like seriously, I'm a chef, cook like myself. I cook a raw. It depends upon what I think I can eat that particular.
Okay.
I cook all African meals.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Casserole, thank you very much. Can you say hi to people back home so that they can know that they have their son, their brother, their husband?
Hello viewers, it's happy me having you guys watch me over the media. Like seriously, I'm very impressed having this opportunity to be viewed by other people also. Special gratitude go to my family, the Mukres family, and my other friends around Kumba, Limbe and Buya, most probably around the world. Happy having you.
Yes, that said and done, Mr. Casserole. Thank you very much for your time because I know it's not easy. I know how I've been, to have you on air. So thank you very much, Mr. Casserole. Thank you for your time. And hello, viewers of KCBS TV. I was your host, Chap Prudence. Keep watching KCBS TV. Ciao.
Back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We want to sincerely thank Chap Prudencia for taking us to Dubai. Let's welcome Elizabeth Belwa with Soul Talk.
Hello, Christy. How are you doing this
I'm
morning?
okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm happy being here today. I'm always happy.
Okay.
Anchoring this program with you and always wrapping it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so happy, Yesterday it rained seriously in Kumba.
Yes.
In the morning. Did you experience the rain?
Of course.
It rained and I thought there would be no sunshine.
Yesterday was such a quiet day. It was really scary in some way,
No, the rain, I saw zings coming out. I'm like,
really?
Yeah. There was breeze, everything. I'm like, oh my God, this rain, what's happening? But eventually the rain ceased. And we
after the storm comes the calm.
Yeah, and we experienced the sunshine. And I'm like, wow. So there's always one good thing.
Yeah, that's what they always say, We can relate that to the life of somebody, Despite the challenges, after the challenges will come a peaceful moment and time. So, yeah.
Yesterday I was going through my phone. I was on Facebook and I came across something very wonderful.
All right.
And I want us to share. People will notice your change in attitude towards them. But will never notice what caused the change. You know that.
Okay.
People always say, oh, Christy, you've changed. What's call me anymore? You don't text me, you don't visit me. But they've never asked themselves what happened.
Okay.
There are times when people are present with you, but you say you're busy. People always have this say, I don't have time. And I ask myself, when you say you don't have time, what do you mean? Because time has everybody. And nobody has time. You create time. Like, this is what I want to do. in the morning. You've created that particular activity in the morning. So when you say you don't have time in the morning, it's like you're not living. Because people who don't have time are dead people, actually.
Okay.
Yes, if you don't have time, that means you're dead. Because the word having time, it means programming an activity.
Okay.
Because time is always going. And when it's there and you're there, it means you're programming something in correspondence to time. So people always make the statement, no, I don't have time. Oh, I'm very busy. It's a lie. It's a big lie. That's what we always say, that I don't have that time. Oh, please, I'm sorry. And that's how people have changed. People's attitude have changed towards others, and you see them complaining every day, people grumbling, people carrying grudge, people have revenge mind. I want to do this thing because you don't care about me. But go back and ask yourself, when that person was there, were you available?
Okay.
Were you there?
That's a very good one. That's a good one.
Were you there? The thing is, we tend to neglect the important things for the minute ones. That's how life, that's how ironical we do things. That is, you look at the container, forgetting the content. That's how life, people see it. You're always anxious about something that just fades away, something that is temporal, and you forget the permanent things that when they are gone, they don't come back. There are things that when they leave you, they are gone and they don't come back. So we should not always complain about people's attitude, how people have changed their attitude, but find out what happened. Sit back. Maybe you have this friend and
reflect.
Yes, reflect. Maybe it's on your side. There are people who don't talk about what you're doing to them that they don't like. But there are people who do this. They cut off relationship for some time.
They don't give you a reason why.
They don't give you a reason why. They just cut off relationship. That's because everybody has their own mindset. There's somebody who says, if I engage in a conversation with you, maybe you will see the wrong way.
Yeah, people really don't like confrontation. A lot of people don't like confronting others. So they just retreat.
Yeah, let me just
you never know. And it is only if you find time to reflect about your relationship with your friends and others that you can get to a point where you realize that, wow, maybe I might have done something unknowingly that has hurt this person one way or the other. Yeah.
So I was really inspired yesterday. I went through it, and I saw myself in that situation, that maybe there's some things I'm doing to people and people are doing some things to me. Attitude have changed, and you try to correct yourself and life goes on. But that's not what we are talking about.
That's not what we're talking about today.
Nah, that's not what we're talking about today. I just told you about something that I read. That's not it. Today we're talking about. Today I'll be talking so much about the law of karma.
Okay.
Do you believe in karma?
Of course, I do.
Okay, I'm talking about, what we'll be talking about today is, now, when people treat you bad, has somebody ever treated you bad before?
Of course.
What did you do?
I mean, with my personality, I don't know how to really get back to people, so I just sit quietly and I just watch,
I mean, has somebody ever neglected you in your capacity?
I think it has happened. Yeah, I might not have examples, but I think that's something that really happens to a lot of people.
And what did you do?
I mean, like I said, my nature is I just look at you, and probably if I can call you out on it, sometimes I call you out, but sometimes if there's really nothing I can do to change you, because I truly believe that, there's some things that you as an individual you need to work on personally, right? As an individual, there are certain vices that people have that no matter how you try, you just cannot help them out. They have to sit and first of all be conscious of what they have done, and it's through being conscious that they'll be able to change, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I really like karma in treating people. Now, let me tell you something. Just keep this in your mind wherever you go and somebody treats you bad. Just tell the person that a time will come when you will regret that you treated me wrongly.
Okay, but do you know the reason why we always talk about forgiveness?
Why?
Because everyone who has done something naturally will pay for it, whether you have done a good or a bad thing. So it's just that people do not really realize that that's why you hold grudges and resentment. It is not your place to hold a resentment. It is not your place. For everything that you have done, naturally you pay the price, whether it is negative or positive.
That is it. That's why I always tell people that when somebody treats you bad, just let it go.
Yeah, it is not your place.
Just leave it, because I see people every day, others look down on them. You know, if there was a way that we can see tomorrow, I tell you, some people will not do some things today.
Yeah, nature has a way of working it out.
Yeah, it knows
nature
how to just
out perfectly.
arrange. You know, in our day-to-day life, just let's see in our various professions, there are people that when you begin a profession, they always look down on you. They always tell you that no, you are nobody. I've been here for long. I mean, I always tell people that it's not how far you go, but how well. You can be on a path for 100 years and you know nothing about that path. But somebody who comes in with that mindset, with that dedication, with that focus, with that ambition, with that strength, can take 2 years and that person is on top and you're down there.
You're very correct.
You know, that's our life, and that's what people do every day. I always tell people that when you are in a position to help others, help them, because they will in turn help you.
You never know.
But when you keep telling people, when you keep treating people wrongly because you think that you're been
top
there,
of the world.
you have. Now, I always see people say that I have experience more than you, and I ask you that what is your experience? That you say you have more than somebody. Because experience comes according to your activities. Do you know that?
Yes.
It is what you do that
gives
gives you experience.
Yeah.
And your experience can be in light of what you have been through. And somebody comes in the same sector but with a different vision. So you don't expect that person to have the same experience like you.
That's true.
And when the person goes the own way, you know, everybody is unique. We are all born with our own talents, with our own potentials that when we portray, you see, people see it differently. And that is how we should encourage others. I don't like it when people treat people wrongly because they think that they are up there and they are the lawmakers and they are the pioneers and they are the people. I've been in the profession for 5 years. I've been in the profession for 10. That's what I hear every day.
When I speak, you don't have to speak, eh?
Yeah, you don't have to speak.
Because I've been in this business for 25 years.
You know, on Monday I was in the compound where our neighbors were just talking and laughing, and a woman said that, I want to tell you all something. We say, Mama, what is it? I really like her so much. That, do you people see 1 million? We said yes. She said, do you see 1 franc? We said yes. She said, between the 1 million and 1 franc, which one is very important? We said 1 million. With 1 million, of course. What am I doing with one franc? Like 1 CFA franc. She says that remove 1 CFA franc from 1 million, the amount changes automatically.
Yeah, it changes. It's no longer 1 million.
So she says that is how anything very small, those things that you don't pay importance to them, that just remove them from the picture, and you see that the vacuum that they have created, you need to put them back there so that vacuum can be closed.
It's no longer 1 million.
Yes, no, it's no longer 1 million. It's now 9,900,99999 because of that 1 franc which is not there. And maybe the 1 million has been looking down on the 1 franc, that who are you? Besides, before you get to that 1 million, you must start from a 1. So remove that 1 from 1 million, you have a 0,0,0,0,0,0,0
Absolutely.
with nothing. So that is how life is. We should always stop treating people bad, because there are times when people will push you, and when you get to that extreme, they pretend as if, oh, is this how you can be? No human is an angel. There's no born angel. We all have our bad sides.
Yeah, of course. I do think that people, we have a lot of examples in the society, except you're somebody who is so stubborn and that you don't want to see. I mean, society itself has taught us a lot of things about the power of the power of karma, the law of karma, and that everything you put in, you're going to get back.
Now you know you're supposed to get,
whether positive or negative. So people, I think that these are examples that people have. They know, but the funny thing is that everybody thinks like my own story is different from that person's story, and I'm not going to end up like that person. I can do my own thing. I have more power. I have more energy. I have more connections. You know, I cannot fall in that same trap. I will always have my way. You know, that's their thought pattern, and at the end of the day, they come back to the same conclusion and the same place.
That's just
so that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's life.
All right, Lily.
So wonderful.
Thank you so much. As always, you're ending the program.
Yeah, I'm ending the program.
Yeah, what was the conclusion? You had a conclusion.
You know, before we wrap up the program, I have something to tell everyone out there.
Okay.
You know, it's weekend, and let's just take something for the weekend.
Okay.
You know, you see this word patience.
Okay, patience.
Patience is when you are supposed to be mad, but you decide to understand. That's patience.
Like self-control.
Yes, if somebody asks you that what's patience, just tell the person that patience is when you're supposed to be mad, but you decide to understand. So we should all have that in mind.
Okay.
As we're going to our weekend, you say, okay, this is my patience. I understand even though I'm supposed to be
it's
mad.
very important, especially during a weekend, because a lot of things happen.
Yeah, a lot of things happen.
We need particular self-control during the weekends.
Yeah,
but that's when people relax and you can get yourself into big trouble. So before you do that, you have to remember patience, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that good conclusion. And that's a wrap for today's edition of the program. Many thanks to all our guests for being here. We want to thank our able technician, Nembo Rodrigue, aka The Don. Many thanks to the producer of the program, Eswa Julius Fossong. We want to thank all our viewers in K-Town, those around the country in Bamenda, Boya, Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé. Thank you so much. And those who follow us on Facebook and our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep watching KCBS TV. And also send us your emails on info@kcbstv.net. Many thanks to our viewers from abroad. Thank you so much. Those in Dubai, England, Ireland, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Swaziland, South Korea, Germany, Japan, USA, Equatorial Guinea, India, and Zimbabwe. I have been Christy Ijang. Join us again for another edition. Until then, good morning, K-Town.
Madame, Monsieur, NMG. Le 9 Primo. NMG dans the building. New Africa. Give me money. Amina Mata. Come make we jolly. Come make we holla the matter. Now I'm married man with the throwing a dollar. Now I'm married man with the throwing a sefa. If you no getting money, then you be picking for quarter. If you want follow, now you get for check your pasa. Hala the matter.